Right, students, a very good morning. Can someone please confirm whether you all can hear me clearly and see the tube which I'm sharing? And see the tube which I'm sharing. Can someone please put in chat box, or you all can open the mic also if you all want. Is the noise clear, and is the tube that I'm sharing, is it clearly visible? Is what I want to know. Right, okay, thank you. Ziana has confirmed that everything is okay. Right? So with others, Lakshini and Ashini, I hope others are also okay, right? Okay, right, very good, right? So what we have to do, can someone please confirm whether last week, you all can remember we had done the paper, okay? So before that, we had stopped it from here, right? If I'm not wrong, we had stopped it from here, question number 9. Can someone please confirm whether today this is the area that we should start with? This is the area that we should start with. Can someone please confirm? In your tube, the tube that I have couriered to y'all, okay? The tube that I have couriered to y'all, right? Okay, very good. So this is where we have to start. I got the confirmation from Ziana, right? So I hope everyone is having the physical tube if you all have done the payment, right? Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on. So this is the same thing related to purchase journal. This one thing that is changing here is sales journal. Okay, sales journal is what is changing. Sales journal is what is changing. Now today we are going to talk about sales journal, right? So this is very simple. Maintain information related to trade stocks sold on credit. Huh? Very important. Sales journal is where you maintain information related to stocks sold on credit. Okay, very important to understand. Keep these small things in your mind. Okay, so these are the things that we are going to learn here. So this is the learning outcome, right? So there is a mind map that I have given. So this is the mind map that I have given for this lesson. Once the lesson is done, you can go and look at the mind map. Okay, very important, right? Now, first of all, can you please confirm again that my voice is clear? Can you hear it clearly, whatever that I'm saying? Can you hear it clearly, whatever that I'm saying? Is everything okay? Is my voice sharp, clear? Right, okay. Lakshini has confirmed that you all can hear. What about Ashini? Puta, can you hear me? Is everything okay? Right, Ziana is also right. Thank you, Ziana. Thank you, Ashini. Thank you, Lakshini. Right, okay. Right. So, very simple. Make sure you write it here, right? In this space, you write it. And the student, any student who has not got received the tube yet, please make sure you are writing at least in a writing book. Okay. And then once you get the tube, you copy paste everything in the tube. Okay. Right. Sales journal is a special journal. Sales journal is a special journal. Sales journal is a special journal where all the credit sales are recorded. Credit sales are recorded. Where all the credit sales are recorded. Okay, very simple. Sales journal is a special journal in which all the credit sales are recorded. Okay, simple. And then next one, here it is mentioned cash sales are recorded in the cash receipt journal. Cash receipt journal, right? Very simple. Make sure you write it there as well. Cash sales are recorded in the cash receipt journal, right? Very simple. This is the journal that where you record cash sales, okay? But sales journal is for what? Is it for cash? No, it's not for cash. It's only for what? Only for credit sales. Okay, very important to understand. Keep in mind, okay? Sales journal is for credit sales. Cash sales is in the cash receipt journal, right? Okay. You have to define sales. Make sure you write it here. What is sales? Okay. It's very simple. We all know what sales is, right? Can someone please tell me what is sales? Can someone please tell me what is sales? Can someone please put in chat box, or you all can open the mic and also speak, no problem. Can someone please tell me what is sales? In your own words. I don't want the clear definition. Just want your own words. What is sales? Yes, right. Lakshmi has given the answer. Process of exchanging goods and service for money. Right? Right, very good. Okay. So now what I am doing is also a sale. Why? I am exchanging a service for money. I am charging a fee from you all, and I am giving you knowledge, okay, about advanced level accounting. So last week we had done a paper that was very important paper, right? So I'm really happy about the progress of the students. You all have sent me the answers. Very happy. Going forward, we will be doing more questions, more papers. Okay, we have to conduct the past paper class also. We have to start the revision classes, right? So that will be conducted very soon. I'm planning to do more and more papers, and today also we will be doing uh, some past paper questions related to this area, right? Because every area, what my plan is, after doing the theory area, I always do the past papers, right? So today also I'm going to do the past papers, right? So in this area, make sure you write it down. An income generated, an income generated, an income generated, an income generated from main business activities, from main business activities through the sale of goods, through the sale of goods, through the sale of goods. Okay, and income generated from main business activities through the sale of goods. Right, very simple. Right, so following sales are not recorded in the sales journal. These sales in the TUTE, following sales are not recorded in the sales journal. What are those sales? Number one, cash sales. Okay, make sure you write it down. Cash sales. Disposal of MV. What is this MV? Motor vehicle. Sale of stationery. By a garment factory. By a garment factory. Okay, by a garment factory. Right, so I'm giving 1 minute. Make sure to write it down, these three down quickly, and then I will explain why. Right, so now we all know we have defined sales, that is income generated from main business activity. Okay, main business activity. Right, so cash sales. Right, cash sales, do you record in sales journal? No, you don't record. You know why? Because only credit sales are recorded in the sales journal. Disposal of motor vehicle. Is this your main business activity? If you are a garment factory, what is a garment factory? Garment factory means they are stitching clothes. They produce clothes. They sell clothes. Okay. Andung vikununa angalum karmant. This is what you say in Sinhala. Okay. Angalum karmant. So what they do? They sell clothes. So if they have a motor vehicle in the business, if they sell that motor vehicle, will you record in the sales journal? No, you will not. Why? Because it's not a sale. Okay. What is sale? Income generated through main business activity. So this is not the main business activity. Their main business activity is not disposing motor vehicle. Okay. Number three, sale of stationery by a garment factory. What is stationery? Pen, paper. Okay, if they have excess paper, excess කියන්නේ වැඩිපුර කොළ තිබ්බනම් මොනවද කරන්නේ? බෝතල් පත්‍රකාරයට දෙනවා. Right, the person who comes to collect papers, we give and we take money. Okay, you all can remember when you all have excess books of your smaller grades, what you do, you always give it to the bottle patra man and you get the money. But in a garment factory also these things happen. Okay, so still it is not recorded in sales journal. Why? It is not a sale, because it is not the main business activity. Okay, is everyone clear? I hope everyone is clear. Right, very simple. Right, anyone knows what is the source document for sales journal? Anyone knows what is the source document? What is the source document here? What is the source document? Right, what is the source document? Anyone knows? For sales journal. For sales journal. Anyone knows what is the source document? Yes, very good. Ziana has already given the answer. Ziana has already given the answer. Right, Lakshmi has also given the answer. Right, very good, very good. sales invoice. Okay, very happy, right? Sales invoice, right? So once we do more and more past papers, we will be doing more past papers in our revision class that we will be starting in a couple of months time. Okay, so by September, October, I'm planning to start the revision class also. So there we will be doing full papers. You will get all the knowledge. You will be refreshed, and I am planning to stop entering new students. Okay, so going forward, but whoever the students are right now with me, because I don't want to get new students and just take the money and they don't even understand. Okay, so this is the maximum number that I'm going to enter. But if a student wants, tell them to contact me. If a student really wants to get into our classes, no problem. Right, okay. So next, format of a sales journal for a business not registered with VAT. Okay, what is the format of a sales journal? Right, very simple. We have done the same thing as purchase journal. There is no difference. We have done previously in sales journal, same thing, right? Date, invoice, description, value. Very simple. Make sure you write it down here, right? Date, invoice number, description, and value. So this is without VAT. Huh? If there is VAT, you can add a VAT column here. You can add a VAT column here, right? If you want, right? If you want, you can add a VAT column here. If not, no need, right? Very simple. When the business, right? Okay, so I'm giving you all 1 minute. Quickly take this down and then put it in the chat box. Once done, we can quickly go through the next one. Okay, done. Right, okay. So very simple, right? When the business is not registered with VAT, no VAT can be charged on sales. Therefore, no need to have a separate VAT column, right? Very simple, right? So quickly, let's do only the question number 1, and then we will move on to the next topic. Okay, because this is the same thing as what we have learned. Same thing as what? Come on, as purchase journal, only the sides are different. Okay, same thing as purchase journal. We have done the same process. No point repeating the same process. Purchase journal is on the debit side. This is sales journal is on the which side? Credit side. Okay. So, right. So let's move on quickly. I'm giving you all 4 minutes. Okay. 4 minutes I'm giving you all to write answers for these 3. Yeah. Very simple. Sarat's business has made following credit sales. There are 3 credit sales here. Right. Giving you all 4 minutes. Okay. By 8:35, you should have completed and we will discuss the answers. Okay. We will discuss the answers. Giving you all 4 minutes. Your time starts now. Right? Okay, students. Have you all completed doing it? Very simple one. Very simple question. So simple. Have you all completed or need more time? I hope you all have completed. Ashini, Lakshini, Ziana. Do you all need more time or have you all completed? Your other. Right? Okay. What about Ashini Puta? Done? Right. Very good. Right. So very simple. I'm going to write the answers here. Right. So sales journal, what you do? First the date column. Okay. First is the date column. And then you can get the invoice number. There is no invoice number here. We can directly go to the description column and then amount and then discounted value. Okay. So if you want, you can put the discounted value also. There is no, or else you can put the invoice price. Invoice price. Okay. Very simple. Right. So first of all, this is the date, description. This is the list price. Okay, this is the list price. This is the invoice amount. You can do even if you put just the amount, that is also fine. Okay, right. So today is 3rd January. 3rd January, right? Credit sales 600,000 list price. Okay, what is this? This credit sale. So we are in the sales journal. This is the sales journal. This is the credit sales. How much is the credit sales? 600. I don't have enough space. That's why I'm doing 600. And then what is the invoice price? Can someone please tell me how much is the invoice price? Quickly. If this is the list price is 600. How much is the invoice price? That means after discount. Okay. After discount, how much? Come on. Right. Thank you. Thank you, Ziana. Very good. 540. Right. And then 12th of January, credit sales to Jaya Vikrama 800,000, trade discount of 5%. Okay, to Jaya Vikrama. Jaya Vikrama, how much? 800. Okay. How much is the invoice amount? Is it 760? Am I correct? I don't have a calculator with me. Have I done it correct or have I made a mistake? No. See, I did it purposely. Why? Why did I do it wrong? They have given invoice price. What is this invoice price means? After the discount. After the discount, whatever that you put in the invoice, once you put the value in the invoice, you can't change. Okay, that means this is after discount. Okay, right? So 800 is after discount, right? So how to get the list price? Did you all understand? Lakshini Puta, Ziana, Ashini, this 800 is the invoice amount kila terunada. This is after discount. First, did you all understand that? Is this clear? Mona hari prashnayak tiyenawada? Right. So this is the invoice amount after discount. Why? If the examiner says invoice price means you put that amount in the invoice. When you put that amount in the invoice, that after giving the discount. Okay. After giving the discount of 5%, We put it in the invoice. Now, how to go to the list price? Now, I want to know this price. How will you go to this? O-level mathematics knowledge, you have to use it now. You have to use your O-level mathematics knowledge. Now, how to get here? List price. Sorry. How to get to the list price? Very simple. Ziana, Lakshini, Ashini. කොහොමද යන්නේ list price එක කොහොමද යන්නේ invoice price එක දීලා තියෙනවා after 5% discount. Even a grade 5 scholarship student ශිෂ්‍යත්ව ළමයෙක්ටත් මේක හදන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕන. To be able to go back to list price. This 800 is after discount. Okay, after discount of how much? 5%. I want to go to the value before discount. Can anyone tell me how to go to this value? Before discount. This is after discount. I want to know this value of before discount. How to go to this value? Why? This is simple O-level mathematics knowledge. O-level ගණිතය දැනුම. ගොඩාක්ම ලේසි දෙයක් මේක. Very simple thing. Right, looks like everyone is silent. So, okay, Ashwini is saying add the 5% to the value. What you have to do is very simple, huh? Very simple. Okay, now we are going to do this. Very simple, huh? How to go back? Very simple. Make sure you understand the logic. කටපාඩම් කරලා හරියන්නේ නැහැ. මුකුත් කටපාඩම් කරන්න එපා. Make sure to understand the logic. This is 800. 800 is after 5% discount. Okay. So 800 is not 100%. It is only how much? 95%. Okay. Why? This is after the 5% discount, right? So this 800 value is not the 100% value. This is 95. You divide it by 95. You multiply it by 100. You will get the value. Very simple. Multiplied by 100. 842. 842. තේරුණාද? ළමයින්ට තේරුණාද? Did you all understand? How did I arrive at the value before the discount? Right? This 800 is after the discount, which is only 95%. After 5% discount. You divide it by 95, you are multiplied by 100. Ziana, is everything okay? Ashini Puta, right? Lakshini is okay. Terunada, did you all understand? Right. Okay, very good. Right? So these are the small things that you should understand logically. Yeah? කටපාඩම් කරන්න එපා. In accounting, I don't want you all to memorize anything. Right? Okay. Number 3, 18th January, credit sales to Janitha. Now it is 1,000. Now it is 1,000. After trade discount, it is how much? 900. Very simple. Right? Okay. So sales journal is done. Okay. Sales journal is completed. Right? I'm going to erase this. Okay. Sales journal is completed. I hope you all have also done this because I don't have enough space to write the answer for the next one. Okay. So the next one we are going to talk about is the relevant accounts in the private ledger. Right? Very simple. Private ledger means you can write the double entry. Right? Either you can put the T account and also you can show, and you can put the double entry also. Right? So journal entry, yeah, or double entry, journal entry. Right? So very simple. Ledger account. First one, Jagat is credit or debit. Jagat is a creditor or debtor for this business. For Sarat's business, this person is Sarat. This is business. Okay. His business. Jagat is a creditor or debtor. Can someone please tell me? Do you know the difference between creditor and debtor? I hope everyone knows. That is the basic foundation. I hope everyone knows who is creditor, who is debtor. I want to know this person Jagat is creditor or a debtor for Sarat. I want to know this person Jagat is creditor or a debtor. Call Amai, quick, come on. Don't waste time, come on. Come on. Even if your answer is wrong, no problem. Just tell me, who is Jagat to Sarat? Is he a debtor or a creditor? Right, very good. Ziana has given the answer. Come on, Lamai, Anit Denna, quickly. Right, Lakshini is also given the answer. Right, okay. So, what happens? Right, Sarat is selling to whom? Jagat. Okay. Sarat is selling. And Jagat has to pay to Sarat. Okay. So if someone has to pay to you, what will happen? Jagat has to pay to Sarat. So what happens? Jagat is the debtor to Sarat. Very simple. Huh? Lakshmi Puta, did you understand? Ziana, did you understand? Everything okay? Everything okay? From Lakshmi and Ziana. For Sarat, Jagat is the debtor. Right? Okay, very good. So, what you do? Yes, Jagat is always debit. Why? Jagat is an asset. How much is the value that you need to record? 540. Debit 540. So, that is the in the private ledger. Right? In the private ledger. And then the next one, Jaya Vikrama. Okay. That one is also debit. How much? Now, the value is how much? 800. Always make sure invoice price. You write the invoice price. And then number 3, Janita. All are starting with J. Debit, how much? 900. There unada lamai. Is everything okay? Second one, we are done. Unahari prashna tiyenawada. Is everything okay? Right? Is everything okay? Right. Okay. So we can move on to the next one. Right. So I'm going to erase this. This is how you get this thing. And then in the general ledger, now we are going to do the general ledger. Right. Very simple. The general ledger, how do you do this? Very simple. Huh? Now we are going to general ledger. Right. How to start? First one, in the general ledger, credit sales to Jagat 600,000, trade discount 10%. How the double entry goes in the general ledger? Last week also we had discussed in our paper. Debtors control account. Debtors control account. Debtors control account debit, and sales account is credit. We have spoken about this in the session, right? So here 540, this value is 540 here. Here it is 540. Here it is 800. Here it is 900. If you total this, 2240. Am I right? Is my calculation correct? 2240. You don't have enough space. That is why I'm writing like this. 2240. Am I correct? Can someone please confirm? මේ තුනේම එකතුව. Right? I hope my calculation is correct. So here 2240 debit, and your sales account will be credit by 2240. Very simple. Did you all understand? Very simple. Huh? Same thing as purchase journal. Huh? Purchase journal, what did we write here? In purchase journal, what did we write here? Can you all remember? It was creditors control account. Okay. So the the recordings are in the YouTube, in my channel, in my YouTube channel. The recordings are available. Last week's recording also I have uploaded it. Okay, so I couldn't send it to the group. So if someone has missed it, you all can watch at least one class a day. Then you will, in 1 month time, you will tally all the classes, and you will, you will be equalized with the current batch. Okay, right. If someone has not watched, so we mention as creditors control account in the purchase journal. Now these debtors control account debit, sales account credit. Is everything okay? Ashini Puta, Lakshini Puta and Ziana? Is everything okay? Right, very good, very good. Right, so let's move on quickly. Right. So next one, this is homework for you. I'm not going to do again. This is the same thing as purchase journal. So you have to do this. And then this same thing, the opposite of purchase return journal. I want you all to do the homework and come next week. This is also homework. I'm not going to do again. This is the homework. This question also same thing like last week, last purchase journal thing. So this is the sales journal. I'm not going to waste my time. If there are any doubts, you all can ask me. This is also homework. Right. Okay. So from question, again, I'm going to show you all. From question 2 onwards, this is also homework. Question 3 also homework. Question 4 is also homework. Then question 5 is also homework. Right? I want you all to be prepared. right? Next week, you all have to, before next class, you all have to send me the pictures of the homework that you all have done, okay? You all just can't wait, okay, done. No, you all have to send me the pictures of the homework, right? Not next week, you all can't, you all won't be allowed to enter the class. Remember, that's very important. I'm a very strict teacher. I want you all to become successful. That's why I'm telling you. Right now, we are moving on to the new area, general journal. Right? What is general journal? Make sure you write it down here. Make sure you write it down here. General journal is a special journal. General journal is a special journal general journal is a special journal in which transactions are recorded, in which transactions are recorded, in which transactions are recorded, which cannot be recorded, which cannot be recorded, which cannot be recorded in any other journal, in any other journal, in any other journal. In any other journal. Right? Very simple. Done. Okay. In any other journal. So I'm repeating again. General journal is a special journal in which transactions are recorded, which cannot be recorded in any other journal. Okay. So general journal is something like that, where we record transactions which are not recorded in any other journal. What is the source document? Source document is journal voucher. Journal voucher. Right? Very simple. This is the source document. Right? And then types of transactions to be recorded in the general journal. Number one, opening entries. Make sure you are writing opening entries. Number two, closing entries. Opening entries and closing entries. Right? Opening entries and closing entries. Right? And then what are the adjusting entries? Make sure you write these down. Depreciation, impairment losses, closing stock, prepaid and accrued expenses, error correction entries. Number 4 is error correction entries. Make sure you all are writing with me. Other transactions, sale of NCA on credit. What is this? NCA, non-current assets. Purchase of NCA on credit. NCA on credit. Right? I hope you all have written it from top. And then stock drawings. And then capital introduced by the owner other than cash. Capital introduced by the owner other than cash. Right? Very simple. Make sure you all have written down everything. Right. Okay. Right. Very simple. Now we have to write the format of the general journal. Very simple. We have to get the date, journal voucher column, description column, ledger folio column, debit column, and the credit column. Right. Going to write it. First one is the date. Second one is the journal voucher. And then description. Then LF. What is LF? Ledger folio. Then debit, then credit. So this is the format of general journal. Quickly get this down. We have two more questions. Then we are going to go for past papers. Right? Okay, done. Okay, right. Thank you. Thank you, Ziana. Thank you, Lakshmi. Right. Okay. So now make sure you are writing with me. Okay. Opening entries are passed, opening entries are passed in the general ledger, at the beginning of the financial year, before recording opening balances in the respective ledger accounts. Okay, in the respective ledger accounts, then put assets, liabilities, equity. Make sure you write it down. Right? Okay, done. So opening entries are some entries that you pass during when the financial year is beginning, right? Okay. So present, now what we have to do is Jayasumana's business has given the following. Present the opening entries in the books, right? How to present the opening entries? This is what they are asking. Okay. They are asking to find the equity balance. They are telling to find the equity balance. I want you all to give it a try. Okay. I want you all to give it a try to find the equity balance. This is very simple. We have done these types of questions in the accounting equation. If you can remember the accounting equation. Okay. I will give you all how much? 2 minutes. 2 minutes, not more than 2 minutes. I'll give you all 2 minutes. Okay. By 9:13. By 9:13, I'll be coming back. You all should find the equity balance. Your time starts now. All the best. Right? Okay. So your time is up. Did you all find the answer? Did anyone find the answer? Did anyone find the answer? Ziana, Lakshini, Ashini. Did you all find the answer for this question? Because you all are silent, I think none of you all were able to find the answer. None of you all were able to find the answer. This is what I assume because you all are silent. Right? Very simple. Huh? This is a very simple one. I was expecting answer from you all. Okay. I was expecting answer from you all. Right. No problem. Sorry. Right. No problem. What you have to do to find equity? Can you remember what is the accounting equation? Can someone please tell me what was the accounting equation? Quickly. To find the equity balance. Can someone please tell me what was the accounting equation? Right. Ziana has given the answer. Very good. We'll see whether her answer is correct or not. Can someone please tell me what was the accounting equation? Now Ziana has used the accounting equation to arrive at the answer. I'm pretty sure she has used the accounting equation. Lakshmi Puta, do you remember what the accounting equation is? Ashini Puta? Ziana definitely knows this because she has given the answer. What about Lakshmi Puta and Ashini Puta? Come on. Quickly, quick. If you don't know, no problem. Tell me don't know. If you all know, please tell me. Accounting equation. Accounting equation neka matakada. Ziana already knows. What was the accounting equation? Right? Looks like since you all are silent, I assume. Matakane. Okay. So Lakshini is saying, no, sir, I have a doubt. Okay. What is your doubt? What is your doubt? Ashini පුතාට accounting equation මතක නැහැ කියලා කිව්වොත් අයියෝ මගේ ක්ලාස් මුල ඉඳලම ආවනේ accounting equation එක අමතක වුණා කියලා කියන්නේ right very good very good අන්න හරි හොඳ ළමයා වගේ accounting equation එක දාලා තියෙනවා ඒ කියන්නේ හැමතිස්සෙම revise කරන්න ඕන past papers තනියෙන් කරන්න ඕන මං කරන්න කලින් that is the most important part if you want to get an A pass you can't wait until I do a past paper class and I do past papers no you have to do by your own right very simple yes very good very good this is what you have to do Lakshini very good this is what you should have done right so accounting equation එක කට්ටියට දන්නවා right okay now what you have to do yes equity so assets equals equity plus liabilities is the accounting equation they have given us asset values so there are asset values this is asset this is also asset stock is also asset PPE is also asset and prepaid expense is also asset so asset values they have given right and then liabilities trade payable is a liability bank loan is a liability accrued expense is liability so liabilities also they have given right so there is one thing that is remaining which is equity students give me a second I'll come back right? Okay, so let's move on. What are the asset related amounts here? Very simple. Cash 250 is an asset related amount. Yes. And then what else? Trade receivable 1400. And then stocks 2800. And then property, plant and equipment is also an asset, 4500. And then prepaid expenses, you pay in advance, that is also an asset for you, right? If you add all of this, how much is the answer? If you add all of this, you will get 250, 1004, 2800, 4500 and 400. It will give you 9350. Okay, 9350 is the value, right? Let's erase this. So 9350 is the assets value, right? Equity, we don't know yet. How much is the liabilities, right? Liabilities, if you take 1300 and then 2000 and then 500. Okay, if you add all of these, you will arrive at how much? 3800. Now you know what to do to get to the equity value. You have these two values, you minus this, you will arrive at 5500. Right? Very good. Ziana had already given me the answer of 5000. Sorry. Am I correct? 5550. So this is the answer. Correct answer is 5550. Right? So I'm very happy about Ziana. She had already given the answer before even doing this. Right? So very happy. So this is the answer. 5550 is the equity value, is the opening entry. This is what you have to put it in the books. Very simple. Right? So the next one. Right. Now this is a big question. Okay. The next one is a big question. Question number 7. Right. From this, you have to find the closing entries. Closing entries means what they are asking here is the profit. What is the profit? How to find the profit? Income minus expenses. Minus expenses. Right. So this is a hint. Now I'm going to give you all 10 minutes. Okay. Not 1 minute, not 2 minutes. I'm going to give you all 10 minutes to find the answer for this. And then we will be discussing how to arrive at this answer. Before that, I want to give you all the definition of what closing entries is. Right? Make sure you write it down. Here, the definition of closing entries. Right? Definition of closing entries. Make sure you write it down. Right? At the end, make sure you write it down here. At the end of the financial year, all income and expenses accounts should be transferred to profit and loss account. Should be transferred to profit and loss account. Should be transferred to profit and loss account. Full stop. Before recording these entries in the respective ledger accounts, before recording these entries in the respective ledger accounts, before recording these entries in the respective ledger accounts, comma, some entries to be passed in the general journal. Some entries to be passed in the general journal is known as closing entries. Closing entries. Closing entries. Right? Again, I'm going to repeat. At the end of the financial year, all the income and expenses should be transferred to profit and loss accounts. Full stop. Before recording these entries in the respective ledger accounts, some entries to be passed in the general journal is known as closing entries. Right? Is everything okay? Can someone please confirm that you all have written? Right? Okay. Now I'm going to give you all 10 minutes to do this question. Okay? To do this question to find the profit. We'll be back by 9:39. Okay? Giving you 10 minutes. Right? Right. Okay, students. Done. The time is up. So Ziana has given the answer. I'm very happy. Right. So let's see whether the answer is correct or not. Right. So I hope you all have tried this. Right. All have tried this. Right. Okay. So what do we need to do first? Okay. To arrive at this question answer. Okay. I'm going to write the answer here. Okay. I don't have enough space. That is why I'm writing the answer here. First of all, how to start? You have to find the profit. Okay, this is what profit or loss. This is what you are going to find now. Right? This is the closing entry. Right? For that, first of all, what you have to do? What are the items affecting profit or loss? Is land affecting profit or loss? No. Building? No. I hope everyone is there listening. Lakshini, Ashini, Ziana. Ziana is definitely there. What about Lakshini and Ashini? Are all there? Right? Did you at least try? Right. Okay. So let's move on. Office equipment. Will this affect to profit or loss? Can someone please put in the chat box? Profit or loss? Right. Very good. Okay. Office equipment. Will this affect to profit or loss? Yes or no? Will this affect to profit or loss? Just going to put yes or no. Come on, quickly. Right. Very good. Very good. Ziana is answering. It's no. Motor vehicle also. You don't is not used to calculate profits. Buildings, no. Again, no. Right? Right? Okay. Right? Office equipment, the depreciation, opening depreciation, no. Motor vehicle, also no. Right. Then we are going to stock. 1st April stock. Okay. This will be used to calculate your profit. Yes. I will let you know why. Okay. I will let you know why stock is used. Sales is also used. Purchases is also used. Okay. And then trade receivable is an asset, is not part of income or expenses. This is not used. This is also not used. Electricity is an expense. Yes, you have to use this to calculate profit or loss. Salaries and wages. Yes. Maintenance. Yes. Advertising. Yes. Rent income. Yes. Definitely. Bank overdraft. No, it is a liability. You don't put it. Insurance premium paid. You can't put this amount of paid. Okay. Because can you put this? Insurance premium, can you put this? Insurance premium. Yes, you have to put this. Why? This is an expense. Right? Bank overdraft interest. Yes, it is also an expense. Right? Very simple. Done. Right? Okay. Capital, you don't put capital here. Right? Very simple. Now I'm going to calculate. Okay. First of all, I'm going to put sales here. How much is the sales? How much is the sales value? 16,300. 16,300. This one is done. Okay. This one is done. I'm going to put an arrow here so that I know this is done. Now to sell something, there has to be a cost of sales, right? There has to be a cost of sales. To sell something, there has to be a cost of sales. That is how you identify what? gross profits. Okay, so this is O-level commerce knowledge. If you have not done O-level commerce, no problem. I'm there to teach you. Okay, how to find the cost of sales? Yes, right. So this is the stock that was available. Opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock. There is purchases. Yes, purchase is also there. Have they given closing stock? No. Closing stock they have not given. So opening stock plus purchases should be your cost of sales. So how much is the cost of sales? 11,250. Am I correct? Did you all understand this part? Finally, it is 5,050. So this is your gross profit. This is your gross profit. මේක තේරුණාද? මේක ළමයිට තේරුණාද? Ashini Puta? Right. Very good. Ziana? Right. Very happy. Right. Okay. So gross profit is done. Next, what you're going to do? You are going to recognize the income and expenses. Income and expenses. Right. We have to open two columns. Income one, expenses the other one. Right. So this one is done. Next tick, electricity. We have electricity is an expense. You have to record 1,930. 1,930 electricity expense. What else? Salaries and wages. Yes. 1,800. This is also an expense. You put 1,800 here. Okay. Office maintenance expense. That's also an expense. You put under expense column. 895. 895. Advertising 430. 430. Advertising is 430. Rent income. There is an income. How much is the income? 220. You put the income here, 220. Right? So this is 220. Bank overdraft, do you recognize? No. This is not a expense or income. This is a liability. So you don't recognize bank overdraft. Insurance premium? Yes, 300. And then bank overdraft, 375. That's all. 300 and 375. 300 and 375. Right? So now you have to get the total of expenses. How much is the total of expenses? How much is the total of expenses? Can someone please tell me how much is the total of expenses? Yes, 5,730. Right, very good. Siana has given the answer. 5,730. So you have to minus 5,730 from this. And then you have income. This part, income, you have to add this income. Why? Income is always profit. Adds to the profit. Now, what is the answer? Okay, so this part is 5,730. This part 220 we have mentioned here. So this 5,730 we have mentioned here. How much is the final value? 5050 plus 220. You have to add 220 and minus 5730. There is a loss of 460. There is a loss. Why? There is a minus balance. Right? Make a terunada 460 is the closing entry to be passed. Okay. Closing entry to be passed is 460. තේරුණාද ළමයිට? මොන හරි ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවද? ගැටලුවක් තියෙනවද? Right? Very simple. Ashini පුතා තේරුණාද? Right. Very good. Right? So this is a simple one. And then adjusting entries will be discussed under the sole trader business. Error correction will be discussed on the rectification of errors. Okay. Make sure now you all are writing. Right. So have you all taken this down? Is everything okay? Did you all take this down? This loss 460. Make a ලියාගත්තද? If not, I'm giving you all time to write. If you all have finished writing, please let me know. Lakshini has finished writing. Ashini and Ziana, if you have finished writing, please put in the chat box. We can go to the next part. Right. Everyone has done it. Right. So adjusting entries, this will be discussed on the sole trader business. Error correction will be discussed on the rectifying errors. And then now we are going to write what is this other transactions. Okay. Other transactions, make sure you write it down. If there is any other transaction that cannot be recorded, in special journal, it has to be recorded in general journal, comma, it has to be recorded in general journal. Example, damaged goods, bank charges, purchase of NCA on credit. Purchase of non-current asset on credit. Right. Right? Done. So this one, next question, question number 8 is a very easy question. Right? Prepare the general journal means you have to write the journal entries. Right? Very simple. Purchase. So again, we will just discuss this. So this will be again homework for you. Right? Homework for you. But before that, I'll just discuss. You'll no need to write. You'll have to write it at home. Okay. I'm going to discuss this right now. Purchase of stock stationery worth 50,000 on credit basis. What is the double entry? Quickly, can someone please quickly tell me? Very simple. Purchase stock of stationery worth 50,000 on credit basis. Very simple, huh? Let's see who gives the answer first. In the chat box. You don't need to write anything. Let's see. Ziana, Lakshini or Ashini. Let's see who gets maximum marks first. Right. Very good. Stationery debit, creditor control credit. Very good. Stationery debit. Ziana has given the answer. Stationery debit, creditor control credit. Control credit. Very simple. Right? So now I'm not going to write. So the next one, sold land 1 million for 1.2 million on credit basis. What is the answer for this? Let's see who makes it first this time. Sold land 1 million for 1.2 million on credit basis. Yes, very good, very good, very good. Right? So Ziana again has given the answer. Debtor control credit, sorry, debtor control debit. Why? It's an asset. That is 1.2 million you need to receive. Land credit 1 million. Why? Your asset is going down. And then there is a profit, which is the gain on disposal. GDS, gain on disposal. How much? 200. This is the profit. Right? Very simple. Don't need to write anything. This is a homework for you. I'm just discussing the homework. Direct deposit made by a debtor 60,000 has not been recorded in the business. How to record this in the business books? Direct deposits. Come on, quickly. Right. Again, Ziana has given the answer. Come on, Lakshini and Ashini. Right. Ziana has given the full answer. Bank debit, debtor control account credit. Okay, I'm not going to write now again. The next one, let's see who gets this right. Owner paid business creditor 40,000 out of his own money. Oh, what's the double entry for this? Let's see. Let's see whether Lakshini or Ashini can beat Ziana this time. Owner paid creditor 40,000 out of his own money. Right. Ashini has given somewhat an answer, but that is a half answer. Lakshmi has also given the answer. That is a half answer. Yes. Very good. Very good. Siana has given the correct answer again. What is that? You own a paid business creditors. So what happens to your liability? The liability goes down. If a liability goes down, what happens? Yes, liability is always, if it goes down, it's debit. What is that? Yes, your creditors, creditor control account. It is debit. Why? Because your creditor is going down. And then it's like owner investing capital to the business. That means capital account credit, right? Diana has given 4 correct answers. Come on. Last one. Stock drawings made by the owner 25,000. Last one. Stock drawings made by the owner 25,000. Drawings debit, stock credit. Ziana has again given the answer, right? So drawings debit, stock credit. Why drawings debit? Because it's an expense. Stock credit because it's an asset. Asset is going down. Right. Students, did you all understand all this? මේවා තේරුණාද? මොකුත් ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැද්ද? Is everything okay? කොහොම තේරුණාද? Right. Okay. So now we are winding up the class. Right. We are winding up the class. So next week we will be doing these past papers. Okay. I want you all to do the homework. What are the homework? In the sales journal, sales return journal, the 5 homework that I have shown, those are the homework. And Lakshini, next week I will make sure you will get the tubes, right? So all the best. Let's wind up the class for today. Right. Welcome, Rihanna. Right. Okay. Let's wind up.